up, Kalish Crew, and welcome to Kalish Eat and Greet. So today I am having some Samyang Carbo Noodles, and I'm so hungry today. All I had today was a Frosty. My brother got Wendy's. He's like, do you want anything from Wendy's? And I was like, no. Because I don't like Wendy's. But then I was like, wait, Frosty. So I did have like maybe a quarter of the Frosty. I don't know, I guess he got me like a medium or large. So it's now about 8 p.m. and I'm like, I want to eat dinner. And I've been wanting to do Carbo Noodles on this channel for a while. Back before my, like, what do you call it, break, intermission, hiatus. I was telling my patrons that I wanted to do a Carbo Noodle video. I was just waiting for them to be shipped to me. So they have come since then, and today I was either feeling this or something else, which is my idea for maybe my next video. And I decided to go with this because I'm already home. I wanted to cook. I didn't really want to go out and do a drive-through situation, but I make these my way. These Carbo Noodles are very spicy. They're not the spiciest of the Samyang fire noodles, but they are very spicy. Like if you put all of the spice packs in, this is 3 packs of noodles. So for this, I put in 1 pack of spicy sauce. I used to do half the sauce, so like I would have done like 1.5 packets of sauce, but even that's a little much for me. So I got my first bite kind of ready here on the chopsticks because I wanted it to cool down. It's very hot. So excited. Let me show you guys up close. Okay, let me move this up so I don't drip it onto my computer. Ugh. So nice and creamy today. The noodles, so these noodles, the Samyang Carbo one specifically, they tend to break apart when you're eating them. A lot of people that I watch, you know, on YouTube, like talk about that. And they're like, oh, I don't like those noodles because they break apart. You just got to make the pasta, not pasta. You got to make the noodles wet enough, you know, you got to add enough or leave enough water in there. A lot of people make these really dry. Just, they're glistening, you can see, you know, just make them a little wetter. And they don't, see, they're long, they don't break, when I eat them at least. Mm. Oh my god, so good. So good. I actually have napkins today too, 1 second. So even with 1 packet of spice, it's still kind of spicy. So for me, that's the perfect amount of spice. If you are not a wimp like me, you could probably do half the spice or even all the spice. But if you're not really good with spicy foods, I suggest doing 1/3 of the spice with these. And I know you probably might say like, oh, why don't we just get like other ramen that's not so spicy? There's something about these Samyang noodles that like, yeah, they're spicy, but the flavor's so good that it makes it worth it. So if you can find a way to eat these to where you enjoy them and it's not too hot for you, oh yeah, definitely recommend. Mm. I might even eat all 3 packs today, you guys. When I make this for myself, I make 2 packs. But I wanted to kind of like fill up this tray. And I was also very hungry. So my gosh. So my time has been spent this last like week or so playing this new video game. Well, it's not new. I feel like, well, maybe it's new. I have no idea. My brother told me about it. He bought it. It was like 20 bucks. So I bought it too. It's called Valheim. I mean, the graphics make it seem like it's an older game, but it might be a newer game, just not a kind of game that gives a shit about graphics. Or like maybe it's just like a stylized thing. Like, I don't know. Like the nature in the video game, like the nature, like trees and grass and shit all looks pretty, but like the people themselves don't really have any features, you know? You don't really need to see the people though. It's just kind of like a character who's running around the woods and shit, but... Damn, that's good. God, I love Carbo Noodles. So yeah, that has been taking up a lot of my time. The other day, like, it's kind of getting out of control. Like, the minute I stop work for the day, you guys, I go to my other computer. So my work computer is right here. I just use it to, like, plug in my, ring light. So my ring light is only, like, a USB. It doesn't have, like, a plug into the wall, but... So I work here. As soon as I'm done, I run out to the living room where my personal computer is, where I do like editing on this for these videos. and jump on Valheim and start messing around. Like, okay, so Valheim, I don't know if you guys know, ever played it or know what it is, but in my definition, it is like Sims, the video game Sims, except better, or like more like a fantasy setting, you know? Now that's probably not how a lot of people see that video game, because there are like bosses that you fight in the video game, you know, there is fighting and stuff like that, but just like creatures you find in the forest. But the whole point, at least for me, of that game is to like build yourself a cute little house and do like, you can make yourself a garden. You can have a beehive with a queen bee and like make honey. You can make like equipment. You can make like a hammer. You can make like a axe. You can make a stone axe. You can make a flint axe. You can make bronze. I guess later you get iron and you can make like better equipment. And also you like the more different like types of creatures you kill, you might pick up stuff from their body that you can use to build different things in your house. So for me, I only do the fighting stuff to get more materials / ingredients for doing like cute new things with my house, my character's house. Yeah, so you like build a house just like in Sims. There's floors, there's wall. You can like flatten out the earth. You can dig into the earth. You can make like build a basement if you want. Excuse me, if you want. Make a fireplace. I also have this cooking station near my house because you can cook recipes. Your character, literally you start out the game like picking berries and stuff, and like maybe you get lucky enough to kill a deer and be able to cook the deer meat on the fire, the campfire you have. But yeah, later on in the game, you actually like find other things that can make better recipes so you have more health and like, I don't know. I just think it's a really cute game. That's all I'll say about that. I know like a lot of you guys aren't video gamers or gamers, but that's basically what's been taking up all of my free time lately, so I figured I'd mention it. Hot, hot, hot. Like temperature hot. Pretty spicy, but as you can tell by me not going, ah. See, now the noodles are starting to break because it's kind of, pasta's kind of drying up, you know? It's kind of like cooled down. But when it's fresh and wet, they don't break. Oh. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to like share a meal with you guys today. Kind of just focus on the food. Like not much has been going on with me. Still lacking on the motivation, but today I had a surge and started having ideas for other videos I wanted to do, so I'm gonna go with it. How have you guys been since I saw you last week? The weather here's been pretty good. That one day, like last week, I told you it was snowing like a lot. A couple days ago, it was, like I said, 80 degrees. And I'm like, okay. But we've, I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes today are really, really red. Certain parts of them, at least. And, the reason why is because, like I said, it was, like, really nice that one day. It was 80 degrees. And then, so we turned off the heat finally. Opened all the windows, whatever. Had a couple days of that. And then, 2 days ago, Bud, my brother, if you don't know who Bud is, Bud, was like, hey, Miranda, just, you know, I, like, closed all the windows and stuff, and I turned the heat back on because it was cold again. I'm like, okay, cool. Next day, he woke up, and his eyes were, like, burning and, like, red, and he's like, I have so many allergies, and he's like, I think it's just from, like, closing up the doors and, like, the windows and putting the heat back on, because we're both pretty allergic to cats, and we have 2 cats. So today, I woke up with the same issue. Just, like, a little itchy in the eyes, and, like... But I know it's not like my hives and my swelling, because you guys know with my angioedema / my hives, I get swelling of the eyes. This is completely different, and it didn't like initiate that happening, which I thought was pretty cool. It's like, oh, I just have regular eye itchiness from allergies. Cool. Like I can deal with that. So these, you guys. The Samyang brand, they call these Carbo Noodles, which actually means carbonara. I don't know where they got that from, because if you've ever had carbonara, this doesn't like taste like that. This tastes more of like a creamy, like kind of spicy, creamy rosé sauce, or like almost like Alfredo, like a Cajun Alfredo, or maybe like a spicy mac and cheese. I can't really like place it, but I don't get any like smokiness like from the bacon in like a carbonara sort of situation, but I don't know. Maybe other people do. I do have weird taste buds. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. If you've tried this though, let me know if you like it. If you haven't tried it, I feel like you should. Like I said, there's ways to eat it if you can't do spicy food. Like if I can do it, you can do it. And if you like spicy food, there's no reason not to get this. So I'm just kind of mixing it up because like I said, it was drying out a bit. We got some loose sauce up here that I can kind of mix in. Ooh. And we have a fresh pile. I don't know if I'm able to finish this though. Oh, very filling, this stuff. Oh, I do add a little bit of cheese to it too, but like nothing crazy. I don't add like shredded cheese or any sort of fancy cheese. I literally add like a few slices of American cheese. Because American cheese already comes with that sodium phosphate stuff that makes it melt really well, like in a sauce. Like if I throw in, instead of American cheese, if I throw in like shredded, Mexican cheese, or like even if I shred my own like mozzarella or cheddar or whatever and throw it in here, it just becomes like stringy. Doesn't like really like it mix into the sauce very well. So I like to use basically a cheap processed cheese. If I'm, making something like this. I really like it with the added cheese, but without it, basically the same thing. I probably don't even need to add the cheese. I've just become so used to adding it, because I used to add it to get rid of the spice, but now I just put in less spice. So, have you guys been watching the Johnny Depp trial? I don't know if you call it a trial. It's a lawsuit. Yeah, it's a court case. It's like, he has been testifying. It's between him and Amber Heard. I think Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for, correct me if I'm wrong, like $100 million or something for defamation. Is that whole thing that happened a few years ago? So I've been like, I don't know, kind of obsessed with it, like while I'm working for the day. Because what I do, I just do billing. So I'm like auditing timesheets and entering billing into the computer, submitting claims, stuff like that. So when I'm just doing that kind of like repetitive stuff that I could do in my sleep, I throw on, there's like a live coverage of the trial on YouTube. I just listen to it. I mean, a lot of it is like really repetitive / like, I don't know, they take a long time to like find documents and shit, but so it's the perfect thing to have on if you're not like super paying attention. I can't imagine sitting there and like watching it like intently. Oof. But it's been a little interesting, kind of funny, kind of crazy. So if you've been watching that, you guys, let me know. Or some people, I'm sure, like, instead of throwing on the live coverage of it, you just watch like clips afterwards, like summary, or like, what do you call them? Not compilations, but recaps. I don't know, that's probably a good way to do it too. Because I've been missing a lot. Like once I go on lunch break, I'll just like turn off the TV, and then I forget, like while I'm working, I forget to put it back on. So I'm like, okay, well I missed the whole afternoon. But yeah, I've been really into that lately. Just something interesting to do. And like I said, Valheim, playing that video game has been really fun. But that's really about it, you guys. We didn't, me and my sibling did not play D&D last week, because it was one of the guy's birthdays, and he had to go travel to, like, Ohio or something, where his family is, to go visit them, so, I've had, like, a couple weeks just, like, to myself. It's been pretty nice. I was gonna go play poker one day. Excuse me, oh my god, I'm not even drinking pop. I think it's because I'm getting full. Wow. It's a little spicy. Yeah, I was gonna go play poker one day. My brother deals poker at one of the local charity poker rooms, and it was Saturday, the day that I usually go play D&D with my other sibling. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go play poker. Bud's working. And I ended up sleeping through it. So I really haven't done anything. He's actually been doing online poker. There is this, what's the app or the website called? Like WSOP something, which stands for World Series of Poker, but I don't know what the actual site is. But it's through them, and he won. There was one, it was like 2 nights ago. I was up playing Valheim out in the living room, and he was on his phone playing poker online for real money. And he won 2 tournaments in a row and got second in the next tournament. That's how long I played Valheim. I played it for 12 hours that day. So in those 12 hours, my brother won like, $3,000, $3,500. Probably more than that actually with the 3rd tournament that he got second in. I thought that was pretty cool. He hasn't like played a ton of poker lately. Like he deals poker. And he deals like some home games and stuff, but I was really happy for him to like get back into playing a little bit. He had so much fun. I think he was kind of souring on the Valheim thing. Me and him play Valheim together, but I think he was kind of getting burnt out on it because, like I said, we've been playing it a lot. I think I'm not burning out on it, but I'm like not as obsessed as I was, so like I can take breaks and like not play it. I don't have to play it every second of my free time, which has been kind of nice. That bite was spicy. Whoa. Maybe it's just building up on me. Woo! I think I'm done. I wanted to say, too, this just happened today. I want to tell you guys about it. I've never heard of this happening. Hold on. So, we re-signed the lease for our apartment because we moved back. We moved here back in April of 2020. Sorry, April of 2020. I had to make sure it was right. And so this is April now, and so this is the last month of our current rent. So we signed the new lease starting, May through the end of April. And I was looking at the form, like it was just a 1-page, like to re-sign the lease for another year. It's just like a 1-pager. You check off what you want and then sign it. But I was like, am I adding this up right? This is like less. The rent is like less than it was this past year. I'm like, that doesn't happen, right? Like, maybe I'm not adding something in that, like, isn't on this form. Maybe it's, like, the washer-dryer. There's, like, a fee for that. I know the cat fee. The cat fee's on here. Water's on here. So, whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to call them and be like, what is the total amount we owe starting, in May? And finally, I ended up calling them today because we also, our garbage disposal broke. So, I had to call them anyway to have the maintenance guy come over here and fix that. I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, sorry, like, can you just tell me what the total is? I think I'm doing the math wrong. She's like, oh, yeah. And she told me what it was. It's like $25 less than it was last year. Last year meaning like this, this month, really. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, I was like, that's total, right? She's like, yep. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to question it any further. My rent has always, for as long as I can remember. And I've been living on my own since I was 22? 23. Every single apartment I've had, the rent goes up at least $10 every year. It's usually around $10. I don't think it's actually gone up more than $10 in a year, but every single time. I've never heard of rent going down, especially by $25. I'm like, $25, that could be a fee of something that I'm missing, but hey, if it's an error on their end, I'll take that error for a whole year. Like, $25 extra per month. I mean, it's something, But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that. Like, have you ever heard of, like, rent going down in an apartment complex? Maybe it's, like, because of COVID. Maybe they're enforcing some sort of, like, decrease in rent. I don't know. Excuse me. But I thought that was interesting. All right, you guys, I keep burping up a storm here, so that probably means I'm, like, crazy full. It's hard for me to tell. It doesn't hit my stomach. I eat so fast, like, it takes a minute to hit my stomach. But yeah, I'm definitely full. You can tell from the burping. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These noodles are so good. If you guys haven't tried Samyang, especially the Carbo Noodles, those are my favorite, but all their flavors are really good that I've tried. Give them a try. And yeah, I highly recommend the Carbo Noodles. I highly recommend the curry rosé, which you can only get from Korea, so probably like eBay or something. Rosé. Cream carbo is pretty good. I think it's like really the same as this. There's like a cream carbo noodle. What was the other one? That, I think, those are the ones I think that I would recommend. The cheese ramen is very spicy to me. The corn is very spicy to me. Corn flavor, what other flavors? Like the original flavor is like the spiciest. I've never tried their spicy black bean noodle one. It's the one in the green package. I haven't tried that one. I've heard it's pretty good though. But yeah, I don't know. Just, yeah, give it a try. Not sponsored. I just really like them. I always I'm ordering them on Amazon. If I run out, I'll order another package. I should probably order them in bulk, to be honest, because I like them that much. But yeah, this is a really, really good meal. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I enjoyed hanging out with you guys and chatting with you about what I've been doing, which is nothing in the past week or so. But yeah, things are going good. I am just working on myself. I mean, not really. Not really, because I've been spending a lot, all of my free time on Valheim. But I am working on myself and, trying every day to find joy in something, or do something not productive. The productive has a connotation to me of oh, I have to contribute to society, or I have to do good at work. Productive and for myself in my life, something good for me. I've been cooking a lot more. I have a couple things I want to try on videos, homemade-ish, that I want to do. So I mean, yeah, things are going good. Still not 100% like me. A couple of you guys noticed on my last video that I was just not myself. I appreciate those comments. I didn't even realize that when I edited it and posted it. But yeah, looking back on that video, once you guys are hey, you seem lost, or you don't seem like yourself. Yeah. It's it's been a rough winter, and I know it's not winter anymore, but I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. Thank you guys all for your concern. Thank you for sticking around, always, as I'm figuring out my shit. God, these were good. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And check out all the links down below in the description box. I have my Instagram down there, so if you guys miss me when I'm not posting, I'll be on Instagram. I don't really post that often there, but I'm there. I'm on Instagram. So check out those links, and I really think that's it, guys. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time for another mukbang. All right, peace out, guys.